Jump start, sorry. As the gate is down, these guys are on their way down the start straight. Tanner with a good jump early. And Moto and Tanner coming across side by side. I think Tanner's going to have the whole shot, though. Oh, but Tanner goes off the side of the track. Moto staying on. Dang, my game is jumping. Moto able to take the lead. Simo going off track there. May get some cuts for that one. We'll have to see what happens. Jesse and Powley. But Powley goes down. A pack of riders going down in that section. As here we've got Monster, Walt, and Chomp Pig. Fruit Loops bringing up their rear, but Coop goes down and loses a couple positions. 40 low and Chomp Pig down as well. Error and Cole making their way towards the front. There's Slime on that East Action Sports team. Let's see, who do we have out front? Jesse leading the pack right now. He makes his way over that table, riding that KTM. And a rough track here tonight, but he is able to get around it and take the lead early. I'm gonna switch to aerial cams because my controller's not wanting to act right here. We'll follow the leaders, though, and we'll kind of just bounce around throughout the race as Jesse has pulled a 1.816 second lead over second place right now as it jumps up to 3.4. Rider 6 currently in third with a 5.2 seconds back behind Jesse, but Jesse goes off the track. Can he get back on time, or is Moto going to catch up? And he goes down, loses the position, but Moto hits his bike and goes down as well, giving Jesse the spot back for first place. Jesse able to come away with the win, with the recovery here after that early mistake. Moto trying to get a drive up to the front, though. Rider 6 currently was in third, lost some time. And Moto trying to catch up here to Jesse, but Jesse crossing the finish line. Moto just now going towards the finish line corner. Moto opting for that far outside line, and Slime started early in the back, putting a charge up towards the front. Looks like Simo is in front of him, but got some cuts for that off-track excursion early in the race. So Slime is currently sitting in third place here. Scooter trying to catch up there to him, though. As Scooter gets around the inside, but Slime off of that outside line makes the pass around him. Scooter drifting off to the left. Trying to get up there to Moto, as Moto has fell back some. But Slime and Scooter bumping bars here. Scooter wants that position. Slime's not going to let it go easy. Jesse has already put a 12-second gap here in race number 1. These guys are... Oh, Slime goes off the track. Scooter taking the position. Looks like Simo has pulled enough of a gap to put himself in third currently, but he is sitting in second with a little bit of a lead in front of Moto. So bouncing through this track, man, it is rough. I've put some laps in here myself, and I don't enjoy it. Not an outdoors guy personally. Moto is closing the gap, though. Trying to catch back up here to Simo. He has the position on timing and scoring, but he wants it on the track as well. Jesse lead cut down to about 11.8 seconds right now over that 12.5 he had just a minute ago. Oh, we've got somebody off track there. It was Moto off track, and Slime has made his way towards the front. Moto almost goes over the bars, trying to catch back up here. As Slime is trying to make the pass on Scooter. Wants that spot on, towards the podium. Swinging around the outside, trying to stay on the smooth parts of this track. But Moto is not going to back down easy as he is putting a charge up towards the front as well. Slime just trying to pick the smoothest lines around this track. Simo has pulled away from these guys, has cuts, and is about 3 seconds ahead of Slime right now. Simo's trying to catch up there to Jesse, but Jesse taking an early lead and running away with it so far. If Simo wants the lead, he's going to have to wish for a mistake from Jesse. But looks like Simo is closing the gap a little bit, maybe. Or no, that was somebody on the other side of the track. Sorry. As these guys are just making their way through these big rollers. Slime has pulled away from these guys now and is on the charge to catch up here to Simo. Simo about 5 seconds ahead of him right now. Ooh, Slime makes a mistake. Gets back on track though. We'll take a peek back here at Scooter. Moto trying to make the move by him. These guys got some cuts early. You can see it says there's about a 5. All right, never mind. They're pretty close right now. Time of scoring just had not adjusted yet. Scooter almost going down right there in that section. Moto putting a drive up the inside, getting the momentum on this sand track. That is the most important thing, is just keeping your speed up. Scooter goes down. Moto makes the pass. And now Moto is trying to get up here to Slime, but Moto goes down as well. We're going to go back to Scooter, as Scooter's going to get back by him, and Tanner trying to get up here and battle with these guys as well. There's Tanner, Scooter in his sights. He wants that 4th place position here, get as many points as he can, but Moto is not too far behind. Moto early on running really good, but this sand bit him and he has fell back a little bit due to them mistakes. Looks like Simo is closing the gap to Jesse here, our leader. We'll jump up to him. Just trying to find the smooth lines of this track, if there are any at that. Let's see. Jesse's still just flowing around this track, bouncing through the sections. Almost goes down as we pan the camera to him, but saves it. Just trying to bounce his way and find the smooth parts of this track. Smooth the track out by jumping through it. He's taking the outside line there. It doesn't look like there's very many bumps in that outside line. Just easier to keep the power on the ground, as he's already about to make his way up to a lapper, and it's Chomp Pig on a Kawasaki tonight. Not riding that TM, but still pulling over on the side of the track, allowing these guys to get by him. As Jesse is trying to walk away with this one. Sees another lapper in his sights. Simo a little bit behind. He's just now making his way onto the start straight. Chomp Pig in front of him. Chomp's going to have to pull off to the side of the track again. There he is, waiting off the side, as Simo comes across the finish line there. I just don't understand how these guys are able to find such smooth sections around this track and get this much speed around it. As when we get to the end of this race, we'll do a lap time check and see what these guys are running on this track. And Beavis is down, turned sideways. I hope that was not intentional, and he was just so that looked a little intentional. He's up here trying to battle with Slime here. He is a lapper. Oh. See what's going to happen about that. He was sitting sideways, turned around, sat on the top of the jump to wait for him. Who did we just see go down there? Simo went down. That's going to give Slime second place here. As he's got to pull a little bit of a gap now to get in front of him. It looks like Slime may have some cuts as well, or time to scoring may have not adjusted yet. Now Slime's going to try to get up here and catch up to Jesse as time to scoring has adjusted. A little messed up right now. But Slime 26 seconds back from Jesse. Simo 4 seconds back from Slime currently with them cuts. So Jesse finding the easy parts of this track and just walking away with it. We'll let these guys kind of get a run through. But Simo not going to back down easy as he's trying to catch back up there to Slime. He knows he's got them cuts, so he's going to have to get in front of him and by a good bit. Fruit Loop, get out of the way, brother. You're a lapper. Oh, as they're trying to get away from Fruit Loop, both of them go off track. Man, everybody's going to have to go take advice from Chomp, as Chomp is one of the best lappers in the game currently. Pulls off, just doesn't try to make sure he's not in your way, as Slime is going to try to catch up back here to Simo after that mistake from Fruit Loops. Cost them both. Cost Slime the position as they went off track and Simo was able to get back on before him. Slime does have the position due to cuts, but not by much now. Everybody kind of spacing out on this rough track here. Let's see, Powley on that Fantic here going down, almost allowing Rider 6 to get by him, but Rider 6 hits him, and then Coops gets by him here after that mistake. Let's take a peek at Jesse up here up front as we are a little over halfway through with this race, 7 minutes remaining, as he is just picking this track apart. Not overriding the track, just letting the track come to him. We'll go back here. Scooter trying to catch up here to our podium, third place on the podium right now. Let's see who else is kind of close. Let's go back to Rider 6 and Powley, as their timing and scoring time is a little bit different than their on-track time. Powley's got a little bit more of a gap than it says, but he goes down. Rider 6 going to try to get by him. Due to that mistake, he does get by him as Powley retired. Oh, he completely left. Nope. He retired. After that mistake, this track just eating these guys alive. Moto ran good early, but him and Tanner get together. Tanner goes down. Moto able to collect a position due to the mistake. Oh, but Moto goes over the bars as he was trying to get a drive and catch up here to Slime. Is Tanner going to be able to make the pass? Tanner does make the pass as Moto had to let his bike stop bouncing and get back up. Oh, but he stuffs the front there in the corner. We'll let him do his thing. As Slime has some cuts here. Tanner currently in front of him on time and scoring. Jesse still in first by almost 40 seconds, but Tanner goes down. Washes the front through that section. Scooter currently in third place on the podium. On that Husqvarna, taking that outside line, then bouncing through the rest of the track. Slime putting a charge in, though. He wants him to put himself back up here on the podium. Five minutes remaining in this Moto 1. Scooter opting for that far inside line and instead of trying to swing towards the outside and carry the speed through there. We'll come back up here to Moto after them couple mistakes in the last time we were watching him. We'll see if he can catch back up here to Tanner. Currently about almost 10 seconds ahead of him. Tanner trying to catch up here to Slime and then push forward. They try to get there to Scooter. Put himself on the podium here. Go back up here to Jesse. Simo has cut that lead to 26 seconds. He had almost a 40-second lead, so Jesse must have went down hard. Or Simo is putting the charge of a lifetime in right now. As Jesse's still just picking this track apart, putting that bike where he wants it to go. Able to get around this track surprisingly smooth on a not smooth at all track. That's Session MX KTM tonight. Simo down to a 23-second gap to Jesse. So we may get if Jesse makes some mistakes or Simo just somehow turns the jets on, may get a little battle here towards the last lap. We've got 3.5 minutes remaining in this race. Simo's been cutting that gap down a lot every lap, or every time the time and scoring screen adjusts. If Jesse gets caught up with some lappers, that could give Simo exactly what he needs. We've got one rider already retiring from this race. Oh, but Jesse goes off the track. Able to get back on pretty quick, but that's going to cost him some time. So it's little mistakes like that happening over and over that could cause him to lose this position as he's starting to make his way into some lappers. We've got 40 low up ahead of him, with Cole not too far in front of him, making his way down the start straight once again. He's going to cross the finish line with about 2 minutes left on this track and one lap. There are the lappers here. Like 40 low may have went down coming into that corner. PTV wheelie. Well, is he pulling off the side of the track, allowing Jesse to get by, as he's pulled that gap back out to second, about 34.722 seconds now. So he must have had a big mistake there when he lost that time, but able to making it back up now. Got another lapper down in front of him, but was able to get by him clean. He's making his way towards another lapper here. That would be, I think, for 12th place. Just trying to stay low on that jump, as that is Cole in 13th. So Walt on that HFR team not too far ahead of him. Walt better twist that grip. Go check on him here. Currently sitting in 12th. I say that, but I can't get through this track clean. Not doing too bad here, just the track is rough, man. The rough track, hard to get through. Just trying to survive out here. Let's take another peek at Simo here. Had that big cut early in the race, but currently back up to second place after some mistakes as well. Lost the position. Take a peek at Scooter as well, currently sitting in third. These top three guys spaced out a lot, as Scooter is trying to get up there and catch up to Simo here. Time will be expiring. Not this lap, as Jesse crosses the finish line with 4 seconds left to go. So we'll have 3 laps and then the end of the race. So we are doing 20 plus 2s. Jesse, sure, he just wants this race to be over with. He's already 42 seconds ahead. It looks like that battle may be closing up for Simo, but between Simo and Scooter here. As Simo's not too far ahead, Scooter's going to try to put himself up there on the podium. And Tanner trying to get up there and put himself in play as well. As there's the lapper Fruit Loop Jace get off to the side of the track as he's opting for that inside line, letting him go by, getting out of the way. 3 laps remaining for Scooter here. That's going to give him some time to try to catch up here to Simo. Simo's pulled the gap back out though. Scooter takes that far inside line, just trying to cut the track off as much as he can. We'll make our way towards the back a little bit more. There's Tanner, followed by Coops. Right behind him, Coops trying to make that pass. Slime right behind Coops. Coops laying that bike down sideways. Tanner opting for that far outside line. Coops following him. And then Tanner opts for that inside line. Just trying to shorten the track as much as he can. Coop went for that outside to carry the speed through there. It looks like he has closed the gap a little bit in that section. Follow him for a minute. As Slime's going to try to catch back up here as well. Jesse currently sitting 43 seconds ahead. 3 laps remaining on the clock. Tanner goes off the side of the track, giving the spot to Coops. And Slime is going to try to capitalize as well. We'll take a peek at Tanner here. Watch him. After that mistake, Slime going to try to put himself up here in 5th. Trying to get by Tanner. But Tanner not going to back down. Chomp sitting off the side of the track back there. We happen to catch him there. Oh, but Tanner goes off the side of the track, makes the mistake that Slime needed. And there's Waleezy letting a lapper getting by as well, but he goes down off the side of the track. That's the mistake. There we go. I guess I was already watching him. I don't know why I was trying to click him. But that's a mistake that Slime needed to put himself up there into 5th place here. Our time and scoring's all jacked up. We'll let them just kind of battle it out here for a minute. We'll go to Coops as Coops is catching, I think that is a lapper. Oh, that's Scooter. Coops is catching Scooter for 3rd. The Scooter's either made some mistakes or these guys are on rails here. As Coops is scrubbing that jump, trying to get down as fast as he can. Scooter makes the mistake, allowing Coops to take 3rd place here. Oh, but Scooter's off the side of the track, was struggling to get the bike moving. Almost took Slime out, but Slime able to recover, take 4th place here. As now we've got a new 3rd place on the podium. Coops on that solo Yamaha out here tonight. So some people testing some different bikes on this sand track. Coops going off the side of the track. Able to get back on though. As there is Wheelman, a lapper, trying to hook on to Coops' back wheel and just keep his pace. But he goes over the bars out of that corner. Coops going off the side of the track there. Ooh, taking a big cut. That's going to cost him towards the end of the race. Have to see what that's going to do to him as we're on the last lap here. We'll follow Jesse into that last corner as we see Slime in the bottom of the screen go down. Jesse has crossed the finish line for the white flag. 1 lap remaining. He'll be walking away with the Moto 1 win here. 38 seconds ahead of Simo, so it looks like he may have just started just clicking laps, stop trying to put sprint laps in and just kind of cooled off a little bit, realized how much of a gap he had. Oh, but he goes down as I spin to him, start talking about him, and that's a problem. He can't get the bike moving. I think he's got enough of a gap though that he can kind of not worry about it too much. But we have seen it happen. Monster retiring from tonight's race as well for Moto number 1, as Jesse has lapped all the way up to 11th place currently. These guys must have a lot of cuts because timing and scoring is all jacked up right now to where I know these guys are at on the track. Oh, Jesse just trying to get through this track one more time, and he's making his way up to another lapper here. It's Terror on the DHFR team. The biggest thing about this track is just try to, you can't override it. You've got to let that bike go where the bike wants to go. Just got to relax and let the bike do its thing. Terror. He's coming up on Terror close now. Trying to get around him. Opts that outside. Terror goes to the inside. Slows down. Lets him by. They realized that he was kind of, might have been holding him up a little bit. What happened, Slime? Oh, we see Terror going down there. Jesse is our Moto number 1 winner for tonight's MXGP race. As there is Simo in 2nd place here. 30 seconds behind Jesse. Yeah, I got that one dude out of here. I mean, he was waiting on the top of the jump for you and everything. Simo coming across in 2nd place here. We'll find Scooter. Scooter about to get onto the start straight here and make his way towards that last corner before the finish line. Oh, it looks like Coops had the spot. Man, time and scoring's all kinds of jacked up here. As there is Scooter crossing the finish line in 4th place here. So our top 3 are Jesse, Simo, and Coops. We'll go to our free roam cam and just sit over here at the finish line and allow these guys to cross. Don't touch it. Go. Some good racing out here tonight on this absolutely treacherous track. Okay.